OConnor Professional Group is a concierge service for families that have a range of behavioral health issues, from addiction to mental health diagnoses to eating disorders and autism. The company provides a range of consultation services, intervention services. We do work in the home with families and other individuals who are in crisis. We provide a range of in-home services, from a few hours a week of support to full live-in support staff for families that are in crisis and need stabilization.
We're like a general contractor for behavioral health problems. So if you think about your home, if you have an issue that's going on there, if something isn't quite right, or if there's a change you want to make, you'd call a general contractor. They would show up, they'd assess the situation, and they'd help you to understand what needs to happen. Some of that work they'd be able to do themselves, some of the lighter pieces of work. Others, they're going to call in qualified professional subcontractors to do other pieces of work that are more specialized. So we work very much the same way. We'll meet families often when they're in crisis or when they're dealing with a prolonged struggle they've had with a loved one. And we'll come and talk with them, talk with their loved one, fully understand the situation.
What we try to do is use the suggestions and the principles in the field of psychology and sociology and in order to try to be scaffolded by the important aspects of care, but also be creative to allow some bends, some shifts, or some pivots in a direction that would be most supportive of the individual.
Behavioral health issues like substance use or mental health issues, they're chronic diseases, and they need to be treated closer to diabetes than to a hospital surgery. You need to assume that you're going to have a variety of intensity of interventions over the long term to achieve the best results.
Often families will feel like they found good care for their loved one. They'll have connected them with a good therapist or psychiatrist. They've gotten them to a good facility. And now they're struggling to figure out how their roles change, how their life is changing. As their loved one moves into some sort of recovery or improved mental health, how do they relate to this person? Loved ones might also, and families might also, struggle to understand what are some of the boundaries I might need to put in place? What are the ways in which my actions and behaviors are affecting my loved one and how they're doing?
OConnor Professional Group has figured out a way to serve families both in this country and internationally. We have a physical office in Boston and one in New York. We're hoping to open one in San Francisco sometime soon, as well as a few other cities. We're often going into people's homes, coming into pretty complicated situations and managing family dynamics.
The OConnor Professional Group will set an industry standard about how best to navigate the in-between periods for individuals and families, such that when hard times come, because they will come, an individual doesn't need to tighten up or hold back or resist the next right step.
It's amazing that I've been able to find a group of people that are like-minded and are dynamic and want to challenge one another to serve our families as best as we can. I'm pretty proud of the work that we do and the change, the impact that we're able to make.
If you feel like there's anybody in your family system that might benefit from our services, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. As somebody who went through this process as a family member, I know how hard it can be to take the first step. I would also say every family struggles with something, and that your story isn't the only one out there. And if you feel like we can be beneficial in helping to find a better solution for your family, we'd be honored to hear from you.